Hi, good morning everybody. In this video, we're just going to do a quick recap of last night's game. Coming up. Not too much to report today, huh? Well, let's just take a look at the numbers, discuss it a bit, and then I got to get on today's game after. So I want to just talk briefly about this. It was way too late to do it last night, guys. By the time the game was over, there's just no way I can come in here at that time. I don't know. In my head, I thought it'd be like 11 o'clock. I don't know why I thought that when the game started so damn late. But, all right, let's look at it. The boys were brought back down to earth from the emotional high they were on. Now, the numbers in the game are kind of misleading. The face-offs, we had 55% of the face-offs yesterday. I was happy to see that, actually. 0 for 1 in the power play and 2 for 3 on the penalty kill were the Sabres. We had 29 hits, they had 25. But they controlled the tempo right from the start in this game, you know? That's one of those games that the hits will tell you we were chasing in a game like this. It was frustrating to watch. We had 16 blocks, they had 11, and we each had 14 giveaways. Now, the shots per period, 12-7 Edmonton, 13-11 Edmonton, 11-10 Edmonton. For the game, 36-28 Edmonton. And they got Mike Smith as the first star. I don't know. God. I guess. I thought Draisaitl was a beast yesterday out there and so on. But you know what? I mean, taking away what I can take from this game is, you know, even though we're playing a back-to-back, which I was reading up on the Sabres website, and we're 2 for 8 in splits, and I think we're what was it? I'll find it for you guys here in a sec. But in that scenario, we've had 8 back-to-backs this year, and here it is. I know twice we've split in the back-to-back, but I'd like to know, was it the second game, the first game? That they didn't break down. Interesting stuff, though, when you look at it, because no matter what way you slice it, it's, you know what, we just got outplayed yesterday. Simple as that. Really, it's just one of those games where we just weren't in it, guys. We weren't in it. You could tell from the first period on we were not in that game. Here we go. Buffalo's point breakdown in back-to-back sets this year is 4 points. We haven't swept one all year. We're 0. 3 points, 3. 2 points twice, 1 point 2 times. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, that's 11. That's 11. I made a mistake. I didn't count the 3 points. You know what I mean? So it's up in the air what'll happen. We're playing a damn good home team tonight in this game, though. This is a good home team, and they got a real good coach. I've always thought Sutter's a good coach, guys. So what we're gonna, the only thing we can take from yesterday, really, honestly, in my opinion, is that when you get slaughtered like that in a game, it's easy to bounce back. It is. If we would have lost 2-1 in overtime, I'd be really having my doubts today. But at least the opportunity's there now where they can bounce back, because it was such an easy loss. Really, it was too easy. It was too damn easy. We made it easy for them too. Sabres didn't look sharp. They looked very flat, actually, at certain points. I know they had some shots in this game, but you could tell. You could tell early the way they were passing. We weren't winning the corners. I thought you can look at the hits and say, well, what about that? But nah, the corners, they look better. Their bigger bodies were pushing us off, things like that. It's kind of evident we weren't going to win this game, but I was hoping we make a fight in the third, you know, and when we got the goal, and then we gave up the shorty, I'm like, God, this power play, guys, this power play drives me nuts. It does. God, jeez, it's brutal to watch some nights. It is, but this is all learned. It's learned, and we're not in the stages yet of having the team settled and now being able to like fine tune it with extra pieces. We're just not there yet. So this week is huge. I'll keep going on about it. This week is huge. We have to get something done in this deadline. So I'm hoping that Adams doesn't sit pat, because that's a no-no. That's a bad mistake if he does. I'm hoping to see some changes. Maybe even some that we're not expecting. But we need to make some changes to move forward. We can't just stagnate with the roster we have right now. I think we all know that. So, besides that, I just sat through it and suffered like any good fan, I guess. I sat through it, and I was just hoping to win the third period, and we couldn't do that. So it was one of those nights, guys. It was our goaltending looked off. A lot of things looked off yesterday. But, you know, when you let in that many goals, I mean, everybody's at fault. It's not just one guy. It's not just the goalie. I mean, it's everybody. It's the whole team, you know. And they really weren't sharp. They didn't have that same desire. I think they were trying to find it during the game, and they just couldn't get it going. And that's about learn, and that's about maturity, and that's about development. It really is, I believe. It's going to take time before we can do that for a full season. Have that real consistent night in, night out team. It takes time. It does. So if they win tonight, I'll be a little surprised, really. I'll be surprised. I kind of expected if we're going to win one on the West in these two games, it would have been in Edmonton, you know. But stranger things happen in this league, guys, really. You know, we've seen the Sabres bounce back with good games, right? We have seen that. So let's see if they do. Let's see if they do. This team is not going to let up for 60 minutes, so we're in for a hell of a hard game today. This Calgary team's for real. You know, when I do my final playoff predictions, I'm sure I'll have Calgary somewhere doing something this time because this team can mix it up too physically. So we'll have to see what they bring tonight. Hopefully their guard will be a little, you know, they'll look at, see how Edmonton beat us and maybe think, okay, you know how it is with the professional athlete. They just see an opportunity of rest there, maybe. I'm hoping that's what they see. And this is it, guys. The one I took the numbers off so you could see the numbers. And remember, I cleaned it. There's no more. All the glue came off. I went and got it dry cleaned. So eventually what I'm going to do with this, and the side numbers gone, you know. What I'll do with this eventually is I got a project in my head. That's why the captain stayed on my on my thing. It's an idea. I don't know yet. We're going to see. I'll see what I'm planning to do with that. Okay, so that's it for this one, guys. I just wanted to recap. For those of you that didn't see the game, you didn't miss much. You missed a frustrating night if you did, and let's say you had to get to bed early, up for work the next day, whatever it is. You didn't miss much, really. It's one of those nights again where you're just shaking your head saying, God, it's the evil Twins again. You know, they're back. So I'm just hoping that today we just have a good, I'm not even worrying about winning and losing this one. I just want to see the Sabres play a lot better than yesterday in tonight's game. I'll see you in the pregame, guys. I got to go right now, but in a few hours I'll be back. I'm going to put this one up and I'll be back to do the pregame. See you then.